Hello and welcome, dear friends. Today, I want to take you on an extraordinary journey, delving into the pages of a book that transcends mere advice. It doesn't just offer suggestions, it hands you a universal key, a shimmering, potent key, capable of unlocking the very door to a profoundly new existence. Imagine a life that doesn't just promise happiness, but overflows with genuine joy, punctuated by daily miracles, blessed with overflowing abundance, steeped in unconditional love, and imbued with profound healing. This isn't a whimsical tale from the realm of fiction. This is a practical, powerful guide, a blueprint for radical transformation. The book we're exploring is titled The Magic, penned by the acclaimed author Rhonda Byrne, the same visionary who first introduced us to The Secret. Yet, while The Secret illuminated the powerful principles of the law of attraction, The Magic delves into something even more ancient, far more potent, and surprisingly, infinitely simpler. It focuses entirely on the often underestimated, yet utterly transformative power of gratitude. Yes, The Magic reveals a singular truth. There exists one emotion, one driving force, one consistent practice that possesses the unparalleled power to redefine your financial landscape, accelerate the healing of your body, mend fractured relationships, lift the heaviest cloak of sadness, and effortlessly draw forth opportunities and miracles you never dared to anticipate. That irreducible force is gratitude. The profound act of saying thank you, not just with your lips, but with every fiber of your being, with your whole heart. But this isn't a practice reserved for grand occasions or major breakthroughs. Rhonda teaches us that if you truly desire to live a life saturated with magic, you must weave gratitude into the very fabric of your daily existence, transforming it into a continuous way of life. Every exercise presented in this book feels less like a task and more like a sacred ritual, a palpable shift in your inner world. It's akin to consciously constructing an invisible, yet incredibly sturdy bridge between your most cherished dreams and the reality of your present life. I won't simply read this book to you. My mission is to unpack its wisdom in a way that resonates deeply with your emotions, making it effortlessly understandable and truly life-changing. We'll achieve this through vivid, real-world examples, powerful, memorable metaphors, and an unwavering commitment to total clarity. And as you immerse yourself in these insights, you'll simultaneously enhance your English proficiency, acquiring powerful vocabulary, mastering emotionally resonant sentence structures, and connecting with authentic, relatable scenarios. This, my friends, is more than just an English learning journey. It is your personal pathway to profound life transformation. Subscribe now, and together, let's begin the magic. Day 1. Count your blessings. The foundational principle of gratitude dictates that you must begin by acknowledging and deeply appreciating what you already possess. This isn't just positive thinking, it's a universal law. Because whatever blessings you fail to be grateful for, you inevitably risk losing. Conversely, whatever you consciously and genuinely appreciate flourishes and expands in your life. Each morning, before the day's demands can claim your focus, dedicate a few quiet moments to jot down 10 specific things for which you're truly grateful. For each item on your list, take a moment to articulate why you feel this gratitude. Then, with sincere feeling, utter the words, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," and allow that feeling to permeate your entire being, reaching deep into your heart. Consider the common morning ritual for most people. They often wake up and their first instinct is to complain. "Ugh, I'm so tired. Why do I have to go to work again? I absolutely dread my life." They don't realize the subtle, yet destructive pattern they are establishing. With every complaint, they are in essence training their brain to perceive lack, to focus on what's missing or wrong. But gratitude is the very antithesis of lack. It is the purest expression of abundance. When you consciously count your blessings, you are sending a powerful, unmistakable message to the universe. I see what I have. I appreciate it deeply, and I am open and ready for even more. Let's illustrate with some vivid examples. I'm grateful for my home because it provides a sanctuary, keeping me safe and warm from the world outside, a true haven. I'm grateful for my mother's unwavering love. She has always been my biggest cheerleader, believing in me even when I doubted myself. I'm grateful for my smartphone. It's a powerful tool that allows me to learn, connect with loved ones, and continually grow in countless ways. I'm grateful for my healthy eyes. They allow me the incredible privilege to read this inspiring book right now, to witness the beauty of the world. I'm grateful for clean, refreshing water. It hydrates and invigorates me every single morning, a simple yet profound blessing. I'm grateful for music. It possesses a magical quality to soothe my soul, lift my spirits, and heal my emotions. I'm grateful for my past failures. They were not setbacks, but profound teachers that showed me who I truly am and what I'm capable of. I'm grateful for the money in my bank account. It grants me the freedom and security to buy nourishing food and meet my essential needs. I'm grateful for my friend. He offers a listening ear without judgment, providing comfort and understanding. I'm grateful for my very breath. It is a constant, faithful companion, sustaining me effortlessly through every moment of every day. Then, after each declaration, you pause. You close your eyes, perhaps, and you whisper or even silently feel, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." The intention is to feel it resonate not just in your vocal cords, but deeply within your heart. This profound practice doesn't just change your mood. It literally rewires the neural pathways of your brain. It gently opens your heart, allowing you to perceive the inherent beauty and abundance that already permeates your life, often unnoticed. Here's a magical truth. If you consistently wake up each day and initiate your morning with a cascade of complaints, you are, in effect, pulling yourself further and further away from the life you genuinely desire. But if you consciously choose to begin your day by counting your blessings, you actively ignite and activate the magic. And if, by chance, you struggle to identify 10 things to be grateful for, that's not a reason to quit. It's an even more compelling reason to engage in this practice. It simply indicates that you've inadvertently trained your mind to filter out the good. It's time now to lovingly retrain it. Day 2, the magic rock. Just as you consciously begin your day with gratitude, so too must you end it. Because the thoughts and feelings you harbor just before drifting off to sleep penetrate deeply into your subconscious mind, shaping your dreams, your rest, and your waking reality. This practice is about establishing a simple, yet incredibly powerful, nighttime ritual. Find a small, tangible object. It could be a smooth rock, a cherished coin, a beautiful crystal, or truly anything small enough to hold comfortably. Keep this item near your bedside. Each night, as you prepare for sleep, hold it gently in the palm of your hand. Close your eyes and intentionally recall the very best thing that happened to you throughout the day, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Allow the feeling of gratitude to swell within you, deeply and genuinely. Then, with that feeling, whisper or silently affirm, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." In contrast, consider how most people conclude their day. Their minds often become a turbulent sea of what went wrong, who offended them, what tasks were left unfinished, or what anxieties loom on the horizon. This mental habit is akin to intentionally feeding poison to your mind just before it enters its restorative state. But when you consciously choose to focus on the single best moment of your day, even if it was a fleeting instance of joy, you're actively training your brain to seek out and remember the light. Over time, this practice will profoundly shift your perception, allowing you to notice more good throughout your waking hours, feel an increased sense of joy, and ultimately drift into a peaceful, restorative sleep. Imagine a day that felt relentlessly challenging, a relentless parade of problems. You're utterly exhausted. Perhaps you even had a sharp disagreement with someone. But now, as night descends, you reach for your magic rock. You consciously search, perhaps even with a sigh, for one good thing. Maybe your morning tea was exceptionally warm and perfectly brewed. Perhaps your daughter offered an unexpected, tender hug. Maybe you caught sight of a breathtaking sunset painting the sky with fiery hues. Or perhaps a particular song on the radio touched your soul in a profound way. Now, with your eyes closed, holding the rock, you whisper, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." You're consciously choosing to close your day with light, not darkness. That, my friends, is true magic in action. This practice accomplishes two critical things. Firstly, it sharpens your brain's awareness to notice the good during the day, because you'll instinctively be searching for that best thing to use for your nighttime ritual. Secondly, it systematically trains your subconscious mind to anticipate and expect more positive memories, more moments of joy, and more illuminating experiences. This, precisely, is how gratitude meticulously rewires your entire inner world, transforming your perception of reality. Day 3. Magical relationships. If your desire is to cultivate richer, more fulfilling relationships, be it with family members, a romantic partner, colleagues, or friends, then the magic begins with deeply appreciating the people already present in your life. The truth is, most relationships don't crumble due to active hatred, but rather from a slow, erosive lack of appreciation. People pull away or even leave entirely when they consistently feel unseen, unheard, and ultimately unvalued. Gratitude, however, possesses the astonishing power to breathe love back into dormant connections, reanimating them with warmth and vitality. Think of 3 individuals who have profoundly helped, loved, or supported you at various points in your life. For each person, take a moment to write down 5 specific things for which you are deeply grateful regarding them. As you write, audibly or silently utter their name, and allow yourself to truly feel that profound appreciation. To deepen the emotion, you might even gaze at their photograph. Let's imagine your first choice is your mother. I'm grateful that my mother cooked for me with such profound love every single day, nourishing both my body and my soul. I'm grateful that she stayed awake all night, tending to me tirelessly whenever I was sick, always putting my comfort first. I'm grateful that she prayed for me with such fervent devotion during my challenging exams, giving me strength I didn't know I had. I'm grateful that she never, ever gave up on me, even in moments when I stumbled or failed, her belief unwavering. I'm grateful that she still hugs me with the same tender affection as if I were a little child, a comforting, timeless embrace. As you write these, you might feel a warmth spread through you, perhaps even tears welling in your eyes. That precisely is the magic manifesting. Next, perhaps your second person is a beloved teacher. I'm grateful that my teacher believed in my potential, seeing qualities in me that I hadn't yet recognized myself. I'm grateful that he saw something unique and special in me. a spark that I was blind to. I'm grateful for his strictness. It wasn't harshness, but a discipline that truly fostered my growth and learning. I'm grateful that he not only taught me facts, but, more importantly, taught me how to think critically and independently. I'm grateful that he instilled in me a newfound confidence that propelled me forward. And for your third entry, you might choose a dear friend or even someone who is no longer physically present in your life. The core principle here is this. When you consciously shift your focus to the good, to the positive attributes and contributions of another, that relationship instantly transforms from a perceived burden into a cherished gift once more. If circumstances allow, consider taking the next step. Send them a message, a voice note, make a call, or even write a heartfelt letter. Simply tell them, I was thinking about you today, and I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for me. Then observe what unfolds. Hearts soften, long-lost connections are restored, and gratitude becomes a powerful, unshakable bridge. You don't mend relationships through fighting, attempting to control others, or assigning blame. You heal them by fundamentally changing your own energy. Gratitude is, without question, the most potent relationship healer in the entire world. Day 4. Magical health. Gratitude possesses an astonishing capacity to heal the body, faster, more profoundly, and with fewer adverse effects than fear, chronic stress, or even traditional medicine alone ever can. If you found yourself grappling with health challenges, whether they manifest mentally or physically, this particular lesson is poised to be a pivotal turning point in your journey. Most individuals only become consciously aware of their health when something goes awry. They vocalize complaints. I'm perpetually exhausted. My back aches constantly. Why am I always falling sick? But the magic reveals an undeniable truth. When you harbor ingratitude for your body, you are, in essence, slowly and inadvertently contributing to its degradation. Conversely, when you consciously and profoundly embrace gratitude for your body, you initiate a powerful process of healing and restoration. Your body is a magnificent, responsive organism. It listens not only to your words, but, more powerfully, to your deepest feelings and core beliefs about it. You can either relentlessly criticize it, thereby weakening its resilience, or you can lovingly thank it, thereby bolstering its inherent strength and capacity to thrive. Consider 5 vital functions of your body for which you are profoundly grateful. Write down, with heartfelt sincerity, precisely why you are thankful for each. Focus on specific parts or systems of your body that you might have unconsciously taken for granted for years. Throughout your day, make it a conscious habit to say thank you to your body, either out loud or silently, whenever you notice it performing even the simplest function. Gratitude, it turns out, isn't just a warm feeling. It's a physiological activator. It directly stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, the very system responsible for calming your entire body, reducing systemic inflammation, significantly improving digestion, and dramatically enhancing your natural healing processes. When you consciously practice gratitude for your body, you're not merely engaging in positive thinking. You're literally, chemically, and biologically altering your internal state for the better. Let's imagine some examples you might write. I'm profoundly grateful for my heart. It beats tirelessly over 100,000 times a day without a single moment of rest, faithfully keeping me alive and vibrant. I'm grateful for my lungs. They effortlessly draw in the breath of life every second, providing essential oxygen even while I am deeply asleep, a continuous miracle. I'm grateful for my strong legs. They carry me steadfastly through this world, supporting me through daily routines, demanding work, and every challenge I encounter. I'm grateful for my precious eyes. They allow me to behold breathtaking beauty, immerse myself in the wisdom of books, and lovingly recognize the faces of those I cherish. I'm grateful for my incredible brain. It grants me the wondrous ability to think, to create, to learn new things, and to make conscious, empowering choices. Extend this gratitude into your daily actions. When you eat, don't just chew mindlessly. Say, "Thank you, stomach, for so efficiently digesting this nourishing food. Thank you, liver, for processing what I consume and keeping my system balanced." When you walk, offer silent thanks. Thank you, knees, for your strength and support today. Thank you, feet, for not giving up and carrying me forward. When fatigue sets in, instead of complaining, try this. Thank you, body, for working so diligently. Now, let me honor you with the rest you deserve. People spend thousands upon thousands on healthcare, fitness regimes, and countless pills. Yet, if they never learn to speak kindly, lovingly, and gratefully to their own bodies, they are, in essence, engaged in a perpetual battle against themselves. Gratitude is the most natural, potent medicine in the world. It costs absolutely nothing. It carries no adverse side effects. Yet, its power can heal deep wounds, alleviate chronic pain, dissolve crippling stress, and even conquer fear. The more genuinely grateful you become for your health, the more radiant health you will inevitably attract into your life. Day 5. Magic Money. This lesson holds a unique significance within the entire book, and for good reason. Money, for countless individuals, remains one of the primary and most pervasive sources of fear, anxiety, and deep-seated stress in their lives. However, Rhonda Byrne illuminates a profound truth. If you consistently harbor negative feelings or scarcity about money, you're actively repelling it from your life. Conversely, if you cultivate genuine gratitude for money, you create an irresistible magnetic field that draws more abundance towards you. Your relationship with money is, at its core, deeply emotional. Most people unwittingly treat money like a villain in their personal narrative. Their inner monologue is often filled with complaints. It's never enough. Money is so incredibly difficult to acquire. Rich people are inherently selfish. I despise looking at my meager bank balance. Now, ask yourself, would you willingly remain in a relationship where someone constantly hated, criticized, and resented you? Neither would money. If your sincere desire is to attract more money into your life, you must first cultivate profound gratitude for the money you already possess, no matter how insignificant it may seem, even if it's just a single coin resting in your hand. Take a moment, close your eyes, and embark on a mental journey. Remember all the money you've received throughout your entire life, extending far beyond just your salary. Think of the pocket money generously given by your parents, unexpected gifts of cash, tips you earned, scholarships that supported your education, money that others lovingly spent on your behalf, your school fees, your meals, your phone bill, even those times someone else graciously paid for dinner. Consciously create a list of all these moments, both grand and small, where money served you, helped you, or brought you joy. For each memory, sincerely utter, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the money I received." Then, take a physical currency note or a coin from your wallet. Using a small sticker or a pen, write directly on it, "Thank you for all the money I've received in my life." Keep this magic bill in your wallet and look at it daily, allowing its message to sink in. Remember, money is pure energy, and your emotions are incredibly powerful magnets. If you glance into your wallet and instinctively feel fear or lack, you are inadvertently attracting more scarcity. But if you look at your bank account, or even just that magic bill and feel genuine gratitude, you're actively opening the floodgates to more abundance. Most people fall into the trap of saying, "I'll be grateful when I have more money." But the magic ingeniously flips this paradigm. It teaches that you will have more money when you are genuinely grateful for what you currently have. Do you recall that birthday when your uncle gave you 500 rupees? Or the exhilaration of finding a 20 rupee note unexpectedly on the street? The kindness of your teacher buying you lunch? The pride of winning a cash prize at school? That time you were completely broke and a friend unhesitatingly covered your bill? Instead of simply brushing these moments aside, acknowledge them as direct interventions from the universe, offering a helping hand. Say, "Thank you." You're consciously remembering the blessings, not dwelling on the gaps. This practice fundamentally rewires your financial energy. Stop saying, "I can't afford this." Instead, shift to, I am so grateful for the money I currently have, and I trust that more is gracefully on its way. Erase the thought, "Money just disappears so fast." Replace it with, "Thank you for every rupee that served me well, and thank you for the abundance that is continually flowing to me." When you feel rich, you actively invite richness into your experience. Day 6 works like magic. This lesson addresses an aspect of life that touches us all, regardless of our profession or current circumstances. Whether you're a dedicated student, a bustling shopkeeper, an innovative content creator, a life-saving doctor, or anything in between, this is about your work. And irrespective of whether you passionately love your job or find yourself tolerating it, gratitude possesses the profound ability to utterly transform your entire experience and dramatically elevate your results. Your job is far more than just a means to an income. It is a dynamic relationship with people, with your developing skills, with the service you provide, and with your personal growth. Yet, tragically, most people approach their work with an energy that repels rather than attracts. Their inner monologue is often saturated with complaints. "I'm perpetually tired. This work is so incredibly boring. I am severely underpaid. No one truly values my contributions." This negative energy acts like a slow-acting poison, contaminating your performance, stifling creativity, and systematically closing the doors to potential promotions, innovative ideas, and valuable connections. Rhonda teaches a liberating truth. When you become genuinely grateful for your work itself becomes magical. Take a moment to deeply consider every single facet of your work for which you can genuinely feel gratitude. Compile a list, aiming for at least 10 specific things that you truly appreciate about your job or your current work situation. Before you even begin your task today, pause and say aloud or silently, "Thank you for my job. Thank you for this invaluable opportunity to serve, to learn, and to grow." Throughout your day, silently repeat, "Thank you," whenever something, no matter how small, goes well or brings you satisfaction. Let's illustrate if you were a teacher. "I'm grateful for my students. They bring purpose and meaning to my days, inspiring me continually. I'm grateful for my salary. It allows me to provide for my family and secure their well-being. I'm grateful for the school building. It's a safe, dry, and conducive environment for learning and growth. I'm grateful for my wonderful coworkers. Their support and camaraderie make every day better. I'm grateful for books. They are powerful tools that help me teach more effectively and inspire young minds. I'm grateful for weekends. They offer much-needed rest, allowing me to recharge and return refreshed. I'm grateful for the challenges I encounter. They are not obstacles, but opportunities that push me to grow and adapt. I'm grateful for the parent who took the time to say thank you. Their appreciation brightens my day. I'm grateful that I can truly make a positive difference in at least one child's life, leaving a lasting impact. I'm grateful for my voice. It is the instrument through which I can teach, instruct, and inspire. Now, through the lens of gratitude, your work is no longer a burdensome chore. It transforms into a profound blessing. Even if your current job isn't your ultimate dream job, gratitude serves as the essential bridge to something greater, something more aligned with your aspirations. If you persist in complaining about your work, you remain stuck, tethered to dissatisfaction. But if you consciously choose to honor and appreciate your current work, you inevitably begin to rise. Consider someone sweeping the streets. Many people might ignore him, dismissing his work. But if he thinks, I'm actively keeping my city clean, I am performing a useful service for my community. And if he whispers, thank you for this broom, thank you for the strength in my arms, his energy will shift. He will work with greater diligence and pride. People will begin to notice his dedication. New opportunities will inevitably emerge. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better. It creates potent energy. That energy translates into enhanced performance. Performance garners recognition, and recognition, in turn, fuels growth. This isn't just wishful thinking. It is a spiritual law as much as it is a professional truth. Your energy, far more than just your skill set, ultimately determines your true value. At the close of your workday, take a moment to reflect. Write down one thing that went exceptionally well. Recall one person who showed you kindness. Acknowledge one task you completed successfully. Say thank you, and consciously observe how your job slowly, miraculously, begins to transform into your profound purpose. Day 7. The magical way of negativity. You simply cannot attract good things, positive experiences, and abundant blessings into your life while simultaneously clinging to heavy, negative emotions. Gratitude is not merely about feeling pleasant. It is the single most powerful antidote to pain, to simmering resentment, to debilitating hopelessness, and to all the dense, stagnant energy that conspires to hold you down. Rhonda Byrne makes a statement that, while it might initially sound harsh, carries immense power to shift your entire mindset. Every single time you feel bad about something, you are in that moment being ungrateful. This declaration is incredibly potent because if you can consciously choose to flip your emotional state from bitterness or despair to gratitude, even just once, you instantly reclaim your personal power. This particular day's practice is designed for profound emotional alchemy. It's about taking something you currently feel intensely negative about, a challenging situation, a difficult person, a painful past experience, and deliberately transforming it into something positive and powerful, utilizing only one force: gratitude. Think of a situation or a persistent problem in your life that causes you deep unhappiness, something that is emotionally burdening you. Now, make a conscious effort to list 10 things you can be grateful for about that very situation or person. Force yourself to unearth something positive, something beneficial, even if it feels incredibly difficult or utterly impossible at first. Write down why you are thankful for each item. At the end of your list, write, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the perfect solution. Then, critically, feel it as if that perfect solution is already actively on its way to you, manifesting effortlessly. Imagine you're deeply frustrated with your current job. You feel chronically underpaid. You feel perpetually ignored. You feel trapped and suffocated. Now, with intentional gratitude, you write, I'm grateful that I even have a job when so many individuals are struggling to find employment. I'm grateful that this job, despite its challenges, has provided me with invaluable experience in the real professional world. I'm grateful that I've learned how to cultivate discipline and resilience because of the demands of this job. I'm grateful for the few kind people here who consistently treat me with respect and compassion. I'm grateful that I receive a consistent paycheck that helps me to survive and meet my needs. I'm grateful that this job has unequivocally taught me what I don't want, making my future path much clearer. I'm grateful for the rare days I smiled and found joy, even if they were few and far between. I'm grateful for the critical skills I've gained in navigating difficult coworkers and challenging dynamics. I'm grateful that I can still bravely dream of something more, of a better future, despite my current circumstances. I'm grateful that I now truly understand the profound emotional cost of settling, and I am finally ready to rise. Then, with unwavering conviction, you write, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the perfect solution." It doesn't matter what form that solution takes. A new, fulfilling job, a remarkable shift in your current workplace, or a complete transformation of your own attitude. By exiting the energy of victimhood and consciously inviting the energy of solutions, you are setting powerful forces in motion. People often waste years, even decades, trapped in the same emotional state, rehashing old wounds. My parents irrevocably ruined my life. My ex broke my heart beyond repair. My childhood was utterly traumatic. I never had enough money. These are undeniably real pains, deeply felt experiences. But they also, sadly, morph into emotional prisons, holding you captive. Gratitude, in this context, is the shimmering key that unlocks the cell door. When you consciously say thank you for something painful, even just once, you powerfully affirm that you're stronger than your story. You seize control, you cease blaming, and you initiate the profound process of transformation. This isn't about pretending things are perfectly fine. It's about courageously turning your deepest scars into sources of immense personal power by thanking the wound for the invaluable lessons it taught you. Day 8. The magic ingredient. There exists one invisible, yet incredibly potent, ingredient that utterly changes the energy of everything it touches. It is not love, powerful as that may be. It is not discipline, essential as that is. It is gratitude. Rhonda refers to it as the magic ingredient, because when you consciously infuse it into anything, a simple act, a daily chore, a meal, a moment, it transforms that thing into an enriched source of joy, vibrant health, boundless energy, and undeniable magic. And what you are invited to do today is one of the most beautifully practical and deeply spiritual practices in this entire book. You're going to consciously add gratitude to every single bite of food and every single sip of drink you consume. Before you eat or drink anything today, pause. Look down at your food or your beverage. Silently or audibly say, "Thank you for this food. Thank you for every single hand that contributed to bringing it to me." As you actually eat, silently repeat the words, "Thank you," to yourself, slowly, quietly, and with profound meaning. Whether it's a quick snack, a refreshing glass of water, or a complete, elaborate meal, you are not merely consuming. You are honoring. You are engaging in a sacred act of appreciation. Let's imagine you're about to eat a simple banana. Most people would just peel it, chew it, and move on without a second thought. But you today will stop. You will think, "Thank you to the dedicated farmer who cultivated and grew this banana. Thank you to the life-giving rain that watered the tree. Thank you to the rich soil that nourished it and the glorious sun that ripened it. Thank you to the transport driver who brought it to the market and the shopkeeper who made it available. Thank you that I have the financial means to purchase this nutritious fruit. Thank you for my hands that can peel it, my teeth that can chew it, and my digestive system that will process it. Thank you that I can experience its natural sweetness. And now, that humble banana becomes sacred. You are no longer just feeding your physical body. You are consciously feeding your soul with profound awareness and gratitude. Now apply this same meticulous attention to your lunch, your dinner, your tea, your snacks, every single morsel and drop. You will begin to comprehend on a visceral level that every bite is, in fact, a miracle. Every meal is a profound blessing, and gratitude elevates it, making it even more powerful. Modern science corroborates this ancient wisdom. Research proves that the emotional state you are in while eating profoundly affects your digestion, your overall energy levels, the delicate balance of your gut microbiome, and your hormonal response. If you consume food while angry, stressed, or distracted, your body tenses, hindering optimal digestion. But if you eat while consciously grateful, your body relaxes and opens, enhancing absorption and nourishment. Gratitude is not just a pleasant feeling. It is literally biological magic. Even individuals who regularly say grace before meals consistently exhibit higher levels of emotional wellness and overall life satisfaction. This is why monks often eat in silent contemplation, and why spiritual traditions across cultures have woven rich rituals around food. When you honor your food, you honor life itself. Day 9. The Money Magnet. If your desire is to attract more money into your life, and let's be honest, who doesn't wish for that? Then you must consciously stop emotionally repelling it. The unfortunate truth is that most people pursue money from a place of fear, stress, and a deep-seated sense of lack. Their internal narrative is often, I desperately need more. I simply don't have enough. How will I ever survive? Others are so lucky. I'm clearly not. This scarcity mindset, this vibrational frequency, transforms you into a repeller, not an attractor of wealth. Rhonda offers a powerful, practical exercise to fundamentally alter this dynamic. Your goal is to become an irresistible magnet for money by intentionally cultivating gratitude every single time money enters your life, and equally, every time it flows out. Each instance you receive money, no matter how small the amount, be a refund, a gift, a paycheck, or even finding a few coins, say aloud or silently, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the money I've received." And critically, each time you spend money, do not allow panic or resentment to creep in. Instead, consciously shift to, "Thank you for what I received in return." You can even take this a step further by writing the word "thank you" on your bills, inside your wallet, on your bank card, or even on your currency notes. The overarching objective is to fundamentally change the core emotion you feel when dealing with money, transforming it from stress, worry, or frustration to genuine appreciation and positive expectation. Imagine you unexpectedly discover a $10 bill tucked away in the pocket of an old jacket. Instead of a dismissive thought like, "Only $10, you immediately and joyfully exclaim, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you." You pay your electricity bill, and instead of dread, you feel, "Thank you for the warm light and comfort in my home." You purchase groceries, and with each item, you think, "Thank you for this nourishing food that sustains me." You send money to a friend in need, and your thought is, "Thank you for the wonderful opportunity to be generous and help someone I care about." You pay your monthly rent, and your heart fills with, "Thank you for the secure roof over my head and this safe place to call home." This deliberate practice flips the entire energetic vibration of your finances. Money, being a form of energy, responds directly to how you treat it. If you approach money with fear, jealousy, bitterness, or a sense of deprivation, it will, without fail, recede from you. But if you treat money with respect, appreciation, and a sense of generous flow, it will be drawn to you in increasing measure. If you choose to treat money with a deep sense of trust, genuine joy, and heartfelt gratitude, it will, in turn, respond by returning to you, often bringing a host of unexpected friends and opportunities along. This isn't about passively sitting and chanting platitudes, divorcing yourself from action. Rather, it signifies that your internal energy, previously perhaps fraught with anxiety or scarcity, no longer blocks your active pursuit of financial well-being. True gratitude doesn't just invite money. It actively creates a dynamic, abundant financial flow. And even in moments of profound poverty, if you can genuinely be thankful for the single dollar in your pocket, you're sending a clear, resonant signal to the universe. You are not only open to, but truly ready for, an increased measure of abundance. Most people, paradoxically, seem to worship the idea of money while simultaneously cursing the state of their bank accounts, creating an internal conflict that repels what they desire. You, instead, must consciously choose the opposite path. Honor money for the energy it represents, bless your bank account as a vessel of abundance, and cultivate a visceral sense of gratitude as if it were already brimming with wealth. That profound internal shift is precisely how you transform yourself into a powerful magnet for prosperity. Day 10. Magic Dust. Every single day of our lives, we engage in countless interactions with the barista at the coffee shop, the person sitting next to us on the bus, fleeting connections on social media, the familiar faces at home, and our colleagues at work. For many, these individuals are often just passing shadows, fleeting figures in the periphery of our daily existence. We quickly forget their faces, scarcely acknowledge their efforts, and simply move on, absorbed in our own internal narratives. But the profound wisdom of the magic teaches us something radically different, a truth that fundamentally redefines these encounters. Every single person you meet, no matter how brief or seemingly insignificant the interaction, represents a spiritual opportunity, a precious chance to extend a blessing and, in doing so, inevitably receive one in return. This chapter delves into a transformative technique, showing you how to harness the potent energy of gratitude to profoundly improve your interactions with others, subtly shift their behavior, and, most importantly, completely transform your own emotional state. Rhonda Byrne, the author, lovingly refers to this technique as magic dust. It's not, of course, actual physical dust. Rather, it's a mental sprinkle, a gentle, intentional showering of gratitude energy that you silently send towards others. And the effects it produces are nothing short of stunning. This practice has the power to forge deeper connections, inspire acts of kindness, manifest unexpected miracles, open doors to unforeseen help, and bring about positive outcomes where previously there might have been conflict, indifference, or a complete void. Take a moment to consider the people you are likely to meet or interact with today, even in the smallest, most routine ways. Before you physically encounter them, pause for a beat and mentally sprinkle them with this magic dust. You can do this by silently or softly saying phrases like, "Thank you for your service," "Thank you for your help," or "Thank you for your presence." Make this a consistent practice in your everyday life. Before you step into a store, before you compose and send an email, before you join a Zoom call, before you even begin a conversation with your child, or even as you pass a stranger on the street, practice this intentional gratitude. As you mentally utter your thank you, vividly visualize them receiving your appreciation. Imagine it as a warm, gentle light touching them, like invisible golden dust settling softly around them. The core purpose of this practice isn't to make others feel something magically profound. It's about fundamentally changing your own energy before any interaction unfolds. And that altered energy, without fail, always reflects back to you, shaping the reality of the encounter. Consider a common scenario. Most people simply stand in line, visibly bored, perhaps annoyed, mindlessly scrolling through their phones. You, however, choose to stop. You consciously look at the cashier, making eye contact. And then, silently, within your own mind, you say, "Thank you for doing this job, for showing up today. You're helping hundreds of people with their needs. Thank you for scanning these items so efficiently. You make this process easier for everyone. Thank you for standing for hours, serving others with dedication." As you engage in this internal act of gratitude, something remarkable happens. Your own face softens imperceptibly. Your tone, when you eventually speak, becomes noticeably warmer. And the cashier, without consciously understanding why, finds themselves smiling back at you. The entire energy of that exchange has shifted. That's the power of magic dust. Now, imagine you're about to speak to someone very close to you, perhaps a family member or a dear friend. Maybe they've been particularly difficult, challenging, or distant lately, or perhaps you found yourself feeling impatient or frustrated with them. Before you even open your mouth, take a brief moment. Close your eyes and think, "Thank you for teaching me how to love more deeply, even when it's hard. Thank you for being such an integral part of my life's journey. Thank you for still being here, for your enduring presence." When you finally speak, your words will spontaneously become kinder, infused with compassion. Your mind will feel calmer, less reactive, and your very presence will become a healing balm in the conversation. Or perhaps you're confronting a truly challenging interaction. You're about to meet someone you genuinely dislike, a demanding boss, an irritating coworker, or a consistently rude neighbor. Before the meeting, instead of dread, you gently whisper to yourself, "Thank you for showing me precisely where I need to grow in patience and understanding. Thank you for providing this invaluable opportunity to practice unconditional acceptance. Thank you, because somehow, even through this difficulty, you are an essential part of my learning and evolution." This, my friend, is true emotional mastery. You're not passively waiting for other people to change their behavior to suit you. Instead, you are actively choosing to bring the magic, the transformative power of gratitude, into the situation yourself. You cannot control how others behave, but you absolutely can control how you choose to enter any given space, any interaction. And when you enter with gratitude, even a silent, internal gratitude, you immediately create a new, palpable field of positive energy around you. People are not oblivious. They feel it, they sense it, and invariably, they respond to it. Gratitude doesn't merely heal the wounds of your past. It profoundly transforms your present moment, even in fleeting interactions with complete strangers. When you cultivate this way of living, your entire life becomes sacred, and every person you encounter becomes a luminous mirror, reflecting back the precise energy you choose to send out. Day 11, a magic morning. The way you choose to begin your morning sets the foundational emotional quality for your entire day. For many, the typical morning unfolds with a palpable sense of pressure, a frantic rush to get ready, mindlessly scrolling through phones, feeling immediate stress about work, muttering complaints about insufficient sleep, and wrestling with frustration over mounting responsibilities. Without even realizing it, they are inadvertently poisoning their day before it has even truly begun, creating a cascade of negative energy. Rhonda offers a powerful, liberating truth. If you can consciously train yourself to awaken each day with an attitude of profound gratitude, your entire life will begin to flow with an effortless grace and serene beauty. This lesson isn't merely about the act of waking up. It's about awakening to the boundless potential of each new day. As soon as your eyes flutter open in the morning, before you even move a muscle, before your hand instinctively reaches for your phone, pause. Utter the words, "Thank you." Say not just once, but 3 times. Allow yourself to truly feel it, to mean it with every fiber of your being. Then, as you gently swing your legs out of bed and rise, continue this internal chorus. Thank you for each step I take. Thank you for the precious gift of this new day. Thank you for the roof that shelters me, for the comfort of my home. Thank you for this body that miraculously woke up and functions. Thank you for this new chance to live, to experience, to grow. Thank you for the very air I breathe, sustaining me. Thank you for this toothbrush, for the clean water, for the nourishment of this breakfast. You are, in essence, actively training your brain to begin its journey from a place of abundant fullness, rather than a place of perceived lack. The first 5 minutes of your day are akin to pouring the emotional foundation of a magnificent building. If you pour a cement mixture made of incessant complaints, gnawing anxiety, and hurried, frantic speed, the rest of your day will inevitably crack and crumble under pressure. But if you carefully, intentionally pour a foundation of gratitude, slow, solid, deeply grounded, then everything you choose to build upon that day becomes inherently stronger, radiantly brighter, and far more resilient in the face of challenges. It genuinely doesn't matter what your morning looks like on the surface, whether you are rich or poor, alone or surrounded by family, employed or navigating joblessness. There's always an abundance of things for which to be truly thankful. The mere fact that you woke up this morning is, in itself, a profound miracle. Countless others did not. The simple ability to walk to your kitchen is a blessing that many people tragically do not possess. The truth that you have one more precious chance to experience life is already more than enough reason to feel a sense of pure magic coursing through your veins. Here's a practical, full morning gratitude flow to guide you. Wake up. Eyes open. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Feel it deeply. Sit up in bed. Thank you for this comfortable bed. Stand up. Thank you, legs. You still work, still carry me. Walk to the bathroom. Thank you, house. You still protect me, shelter me. Turn on the faucet. Thank you, water. You still run, still cleanse. Look in the mirror. Thank you, face. You're still here, still alive. Go to the kitchen. Thank you. Te café. You still comfort me, awaken me. Check your phone if you must. Thank you, messages. Someone still thinks of me, connects with me. This entire process transforms into a silent, harmonious song of gratitude that gently carries you through the morning. And what glorious outcomes unfold next? Your entire energetic field changes. You become calmer, more centered. You're more focused, your mind clear. You find yourself smiling more often, radiating warmth. Other people instinctively feel this positive shift in your energy. Your day begins to flow with an effortless grace. And it all started with one gentle whisper, thank you. Day 12. Magical people who made a difference. Behind every significant success you've achieved, every healing you've experienced, and every step along your life's intricate journey, there have been people, whether consciously or unconsciously, who reached out to help you, loved you unconditionally, supported you through thick and thin, or simply believed in you when you yourself harbored doubt. Yet, in the rush of life, we often tragically forget them. We take their profound contributions for granted, or, even worse, we tend to remember their flaws and imperfections more vividly than the precious gifts they bestowed upon us. This deeply moving lesson is an invitation to consciously journey back into the tapestry of your life and express heartfelt thanks to those extraordinary individuals who truly made a difference, especially if you never had the opportunity to properly acknowledge their impact. Gratitude, in its most expansive form, isn't solely about embracing the beauty of the present moment. It is also an incredibly potent force for healing the past, fundamentally transforming the way you perceive your own life story. Consider 3 specific people who have had a genuinely positive and lasting impact on your life. These individuals could span a wide spectrum: a loving parent, an inspiring teacher, a dedicated coach, a steadfast friend, a chance encounter with a stranger, a supportive colleague, a devoted romantic partner, a compassionate nurse, a helpful driver, or any caring relative. For each of these chosen individuals, dedicate yourself to writing a detailed paragraph of profound gratitude. Don't merely write a simple thank you. Instead, craft a truly specific and heartfelt acknowledgement of what they did, precisely how they altered the trajectory of your path, and what their actions or presence truly meant to you. If circumstances allow, consider contacting them directly to share your message. If they're no longer actively in your life, or if they have passed away, then commit your words to your journal, knowing their energy still resonates. To express gratitude to people from your past is to powerfully declare, "I truly see what you did for me. I recognize and honor who you were in that moment, and I vow to carry your light and your legacy forward in my own life." It is also a deeply cathartic release of long-held bitterness or resentment. Often, the very people we initially resented or struggled with are the same individuals who, paradoxically, also offered us something beautiful and essential for our growth. This practice allows you to consciously rediscover that hidden beauty and honor it with an open heart. Even if those individuals are no longer physically present, your heartfelt words still carry immense energy. You can write to them, speak to their memory, and the healing, both for you and the energetic resonance of the relationship, will still profoundly occur. Gratitude possesses the miraculous ability to connect across the boundaries of time and space. When you consciously choose to focus on the people who uplifted and helped you, rather than dwelling on those who hurt or disappointed you, you fundamentally change the emotional lens through which you perceive your entire life story. You cease to identify as a victim of circumstances. Instead, you begin to transform into a conscious collector of blessings. You stop meticulously counting betrayals and start joyfully counting the angels who guided your way. And that, my friend, is how you begin to realize with profound clarity that you are never truly alone. You are always carried, always supported. You simply hadn't articulated your gratitude yet. Now is your golden opportunity to do so. Day 13. Make all your wishes come true. Every single person walking this earth harbors dreams. Some are whispered quietly in the dark recesses of the night. Others are spoken aloud with confident conviction, and still others remain deeply buried beneath layers of past pain, perceived failure, or paralyzing fear. Yet, the profound truth is this: you would not possess a particular desire if you were not inherently meant to fulfill it. In this transformative chapter, Rhonda teaches a beautiful and empowering truth. The most direct and potent way to manifest your wishes into tangible reality is to cultivate and feel profound gratitude for them, as if they have already miraculously come true. This concept, while seemingly simple on the surface, is in fact spiritually advanced and profoundly powerful. This is because most people are only capable of feeling gratitude after something good has already happened, after the evidence is presented. But the universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds most powerfully and rapidly when you offer your heartfelt thank you before the manifestation occurs. That precisely is the essence of true faith. That is the fundamental principle of vibrational alignment. That is how you co-create your reality. Take a fresh piece of paper and title your list, My Top 10 Desires. These are the things you genuinely yearn for, whether they are grand or seemingly small, personal or collective, emotional, physical, or financial. Now, here's the crucial step. Write each desire as if you already possess it. For instance, instead of writing, I want to be happy, you would write, I am so incredibly happy and at peace now that I have true, unwavering inner serenity. After each desire, repeat the affirmation, thank you, thank you, thank you. Then, with genuine feeling and deep conviction, read each full sentence aloud, slowly and emotionally, truly believing that it is already undeniably yours. Make this a daily, unwavering practice. Allow yourself to deeply feel the gratitude. Do not rush through it as if it were a mundane shopping list. Instead, approach it as if you were composing a sacred letter to life itself, filled with heartfelt appreciation. Most people approach prayer or wishing from a place of inherent lack, often framing their requests with statements like, I don't have this. Please give me this. But that energetic vibration is rooted in fear, scarcity, and a fundamental absence. Rhonda's teaching reveals that gratitude is the alchemical key that allows you to step into the already having state, not just intellectually, but energetically, emotionally, and in your very identity. And when you can feel that state strongly and consistently enough, the external world, like a faithful mirror, begins to reflect that inner reality back to you. This is not mere fantasy or wishful thinking. This is a profound understanding of how your mind and the universe seamlessly work in tandem. Your subconscious mind, a powerful engine of creation, cannot discern the difference between a genuinely real experience and a vividly imagined, gratitude-infused one. So if you can feel that deep sense of having and gratitude profoundly enough, your brain, your subsequent actions, your focused attention, your magnetic attraction, and your overall vibration all begin to synergistically move towards the manifestation of that desired reality. This practice doesn't just change your future, it fundamentally changes who you are, right now, in this present moment. Day 14. Have a magical day. Most people navigate their day by simply reacting to it. They wake up and declare, let's just see how today goes, often with a faint undercurrent of dread, hoping it's not a bad day, or resolving to just survive another one. This chapter, however, empowers you to proactively create your day on purpose, to consciously infuse it with clear intention, positive expectation, and thorough emotional preparation. Rhonda eloquently states, gratitude ahead of time is the profound secret to truly creating a magical day. This means you don't merely offer thanks for what has already transpired. You extend your gratitude before things even happen. The profound effect is that everything you undertake, every challenge you encounter, and every interaction you engage in is already enveloped and infused with a powerful, positive, energetic field. In the morning, before your day truly begins, take a few quiet moments to mentally walk through your entire day ahead from start to finish. Visualize where you're going, what specific actions you'll be taking, who you'll be meeting, what tasks you must diligently complete, and even any potential challenges you anticipate facing. For each of these envisioned parts of your day, consciously utter a statement of gratitude, such as, "Thank you for the amazing outcome of this meeting," or "Thank you for how smoothly this project will progress," or "Thank you for the ease and joy of my commute." The key is not to hope, nor to worry, but simply to trust implicitly and give thanks beforehand. When you live life predominantly on autopilot, you are constantly in a reactive mode, merely responding to external stimuli. But when you actively employ this practice, you are consciously leading your life with intentional purpose. You are establishing your emotional tone and setting your internal compass before life inevitably throws its surprises your way. You no longer passively wait for the world to bestow kindness upon you. Instead, you proactively show up as kindness itself. You don't anxiously wait for everything to go perfectly right. You walk into your day fully prepared to handle anything that arises with unwavering grace and composure. This isn't mere superstition or naive optimism. It is the essence of true mental leadership, a profound indicator of spiritual maturity, and a powerful form of emotional preparation. Gratitude doesn't just miraculously change what happens in your day. It fundamentally changes how you show up to your day, and that shift, my friend, changes absolutely everything. Day 15. Magically heal your relationships. Almost every person carries at least one relationship in their life that feels broken, incredibly difficult, undeniably tense, or deeply painful. This could be with a parent, a sibling, a former friend, a challenging coworker, a romantic partner, or even someone who is no longer physically present in your life. This chapter illuminates one of the most powerful and transformative applications of gratitude: its ability to heal broken bonds, restore lost love, release the corrosive grip of pain, and ultimately create an expansive space for profound peace. And remarkably, you accomplish this not by engaging in difficult conversations with the other person, not by fighting, debating, explaining your side, or begging for reconciliation. Instead, you achieve it by doing something far more spiritually advanced, genuinely thanking them for what they did right, for the positive aspects they brought, however small, however fleeting. Choose one specific broken or tense relationship that you genuinely wish to improve, not necessarily fix overnight, but simply elevate energetically. Now, meticulously write down a list of 10 distinct things about that person for which you are genuinely grateful. Things they did, cherished moments you shared, positive qualities they possess, even if the relationship ultimately ended badly. For each item on your list, structure your gratitude like this: thank you, name, for, and then complete the sentence with a specific and heartfelt reason. After you've completed your list of 10, utter this powerful affirmation: thank you for the peace I now feel about this relationship. Here's the magic. Even if you never speak to them again, even if they never change their ways, you will have fundamentally changed. And that internal shift is more than enough to initiate the profound process of healing within yourself. Imagine, for instance, that your relationship with your father has always been fraught with difficulty. Perhaps he was emotionally distant, rarely offered praise, or you frequently found yourselves in heated arguments. Yet, as you reflect, you also remember that he worked tirelessly to provide. He faithfully paid your school fees. He never truly gave up on the family unit. He bought you your very first bicycle. He protected you fiercely when you were sick. He instilled in you a crucial sense of responsibility. He taught you the valuable habit of saving money. He sat silently by your side, but always showed up when it mattered. And he drove you to your important exams without uttering a single word of complaint, silently trying his best in his own imperfect way. So, you begin to write, Thank you, Dad, for working countless hours of overtime so that I could have the opportunity to go to school and have a brighter future. Thank you, Dad, for that first bicycle. I will never forget the exhilarating feeling of that ride. Thank you, Dad, for doing your very best, even when we didn't always understand each other or see eye to eye. As you diligently write 10 such specific things, you might shed a few tears, you might breathe more deeply, and you will undoubtedly feel something profound begin to open within your heart. That, my friend, is healing. That is magic. You don't need him to be perfect. You don't need an apology or a grand gesture. You simply needed to consciously see the light that existed amidst the mess and offer your heartfelt thank you. Gratitude, in this context, empowers you to reclaim emotional control of your relationships. It achieves this not by attempting to manipulate or change others, but by allowing you to consciously perceive the inherent good that existed, even interwoven with the pain. When you practice this, you stop carrying the corrosive weight of bitterness. You stop dragging old wounds and unresolved hurts into your new days. You reclaim the sacred space of your own heart. Some relationships, through this practice, will miraculously improve and transform. Others may not, but in both scenarios, you will be truly free. And freedom, without a doubt, is the deepest and most profound healing of all. Day 16, the magic check. Money is far more than just a mere number reflected in your bank account. It is a vibrant, potent form of energy. And like all energy, it responds directly to emotion. The most effective way to attract an increased flow of money into your life is not through the debilitating emotions of worry, stress, or desperation, but through the expansive, joyful power of grateful imagination. In this insightful lesson, Rhonda offers a delightful yet incredibly powerful exercise that skillfully combines visualization, profound emotion, and unwavering belief to attract what can only be described as financial miracles. She calls this ingenious technique the magic check. It's a method designed to forge a powerful, magnetic emotional connection between your heart's desires and the wealth you aspire to receive, allowing you to experience it as if it has already manifested into your reality. To begin, procure a blank piece of paper, or, even better, download a printable magic check template. You can easily find one with a quick online search. On this check, write your full name as the designated receiver. Then, with absolute clarity, write a specific amount of money that you genuinely desire. This is crucial. Don't limit yourself to what you think you can get. Instead, allow yourself to envision and write down what you truly want. In the memo section of the check, clearly articulate what this money is for, the specific purpose, and why you're joyfully receiving it. Then, and this is unequivocally the most important part of the exercise, consciously feel the gratitude as if you have already physically received the money. Imagine in vivid detail what you will do with it, how it will feel to possess it, and how its presence will positively transform aspects of your life. Keep this magic check in a prominent place where you will see it frequently throughout your day. And each and every time your eyes fall upon it, pause, and with profound feeling, say aloud, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you." Let's illustrate with an example. Imagine you have a burning desire to receive $10,000 to cover the cost of a specialized professional training course that you know will be a game changer for your career advancement. You take a blank piece of paper and meticulously write, "Pay to the order of," your full name. Amount, $10,000. Memo, for my career advancement training. Signed, the universe. Now, with the check in hand, you close your eyes. You vividly imagine receiving that $10,000 in your bank account. You visualize yourself confidently enrolling in the course. You see yourself showing up on the very first day, eager and prepared. You imagine the new skills you're acquiring, the surge of confidence you feel, and the exciting future that this knowledge unlocks for you. You breathe deeply, allowing the feeling of absolute certainty and joy to wash over you. Then you say aloud, with palpable joy and deep gratitude, "Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this $10,000. Notice, it's not a desperate plea, but a joyful affirmation of what is already felt as real. That precise moment, that profound feeling of already having, is what instantly transforms you into a powerful money magnet. Both your subconscious mind and the vast, intelligent energy of the universe respond with remarkable precision to clarity and emotion. When you visualize your desires with an overlay of genuine gratitude, you effectively stop blocking yourself with the usual culprits of doubt, limiting logic, or paralyzing fear. You consciously step into a state of open, receptive receiving mode. The magic check is not an exercise in delusion or fantasy. It is, in essence, an energetic instruction manual that you are providing to your reality. You are unequivocally declaring, "This is what I desire. This is what I am profoundly grateful for. This is what I wholeheartedly believe I am ready to receive." And then, as if by an invisible magnetic force, you begin to effortlessly notice opportunities, innovative ideas, supportive people, providential chances, and synchronistic moments that perfectly align with that deeply held desire. Money, instead of being chased, begins to gracefully move toward you, drawn by your welcoming and grateful energy. You did it. You embarked on this incredible journey, and through it, you discovered a profound truth. Gratitude is not merely a word you utter. It is an entire world, a vibrant, transformative realm where daunting problems miraculously turn into wise teachers, where ordinary, overlooked moments blossom into breathtaking miracles, where every person you meet becomes a cherished blessing, and where life itself, even amidst its inherent chaos, unveils its inherent, undeniable beauty. If you truly integrate and live by what you have learned within these pages, you will never again experience poverty. Not emotionally, not spiritually, and certainly not mentally. For you now possess and wield the greatest, most potent currency in the entire universe, gratitude itself. And no matter what twists and turns your path takes next, always remember this. You don't need magic. You're the magic. It resides in your eyes when you consciously choose to see the good in everything. It pulses through your hands when you serve others with an open heart. It resonates powerfully in your voice when you sincerely utter, "Thank you." It is interwoven into the very fabric of your unique story, exactly as it is perfectly imperfect. The magic is undeniably real. It always was, patiently awaiting your remembrance. So, keep going, keep growing, keep thanking. And if this journey has touched your heart, profoundly helped your life, or rekindled a forgotten sense of wonder within you, please consider subscribing to this channel right now, because together, we are just getting started. Together, we are building a world infused with magic, one grateful heart at a time. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, thank you, thank you, thank you.